Hello dear students. Welcome to the lecture series of Object Oriented Programming. In this lecture, we are going to see expressions in C++ as well as implicit and explicit typecasting. At the end of this lecture, you will be able to construct simple expressions made up of constants, variables and operators. You will be able to evaluate simple arithmetic expressions. You will be able to construct and evaluate the expressions that contain multiple arithmetic operations. You will be able to understand implicit and explicit type conversion. Expressions. An expression is a combination of operators, constants, and variables arranged as per the rules of metalanguage. Expressions may use function calls which return the value. An expression may consist of one or more operands and zero or more operators to produce a value. Depending upon how many operators are involved in the expression, they can be categorized as simple expressions and compound expressions. In the compound expressions, the precedence of the operators has to be checked. There are different types of expressions. Different operators in the expressions may be unary operators, binary operators, or they may be logical operators. The different types of expressions are special assignment expressions, constant expressions, integral expressions, float expressions, pointer expressions, relational expressions, logical as well as bitwise expressions. Let us see the constant expressions first. Constant expressions consist of only constant values. Its value is determined at the compile time but evaluated at the runtime. It can be composed of integers, characters, floating point, and enumeration constants. Constants are used in the following situations. Constants can be used in the subscript declaration to describe the array bound. They can be used as the case keyword in the switch statement. Constants can be used as a numeric value in the enum, or constants can be used in the preprocessor directives. As an example, x in in a single quote. Now here x is a constant. X is equal to 20 plus 5 divided by 2.0. Here the constants are of integer types as well as floating point types. Then m is equal to 15. Here the constant is a integer type. In str is equal to in single quotes x. Here the constant is of char type. The next type of expression is integral expression. It produces the integer value as the output after implementing all the explicit and implicit conversions. For example, we have x is equal to m multiplied by n minus 5, where m and n are integer variables. Then it will produce the output as an integer value which will be stored in x. Then it will be considered as an integral expression. The next example is x is equal to m plus integer in brackets 20.5. Now here 20.5 is a floating point value, but after performing the typecasting we will get the value as a 20, and that 20 will be added in m, where m is an integer value. So finally we will get the output as an integer value, and that's the reason it will be considered as an integral expression. Then the next is float expressions. Float expressions produces the float value as the output after implementing all the explicit and implicit type conversions. For example, x is equal to m multiplied by n minus 5, where m and n are floating point variables, so we will get the output as a floating point variable, and that's the reason it will be considered as a float expressions. Let us consider the second example. X is equal to m plus float of 20. Now here 20 is an integer value, but because of the typecasting, that value will be converted into the float, and m is the floating point value, so float plus float we will get the output as a floating point value, and that's the reason it will be considered as a float expression. Now let us consider the next expression as a relational expression. Relational expressions produces a value of type bool which can be written as a true or false. It is also considered as Boolean expressions when arithmetic expressions are used on both the sides of the relational operator. Arithmetic expressions are evaluated first and then their results are compared. For example, a plus b, the relational expression relational operator c plus d. Now the values for a plus b will be calculated first and the value for c plus d will be calculated next, and then the relational operator will be applied on both the values to check whether a plus b is equal to c plus d. If yes, then it will return true. If no, then it will return false. In the same way, if a is greater than b, then if a is greater than b, then it will return the value as true, else it will return the value as false. The next expression is pointer expression. It produces the address value as an output. For example, ampersand m, pointer plus 1, pointer plus plus, these values produces the address values of that respective variable as a output. That's the reason it is called as a pointer expression. The next expression is logical expression. Logical expressions combines two or more relational expressions and produces a bool type value, true or false. The logical operators are logical and logical or, that combines two or more relational expressions. As I told you, relational expressions can be considered as a is greater than b, or a is equal to or the value of x is equal to 10. Both are relational expressions. Now a is greater than b. If the value is true, then it will write a true, and if x is equal to 10, then it will write true, and the final output, that is true and logical true, will give the output as a true. So the logical expressions will produce the final value. In the same way, in the second example, x is equal to 10 or y is equal to 5, then on the value it will be depend, the final value, whether it is true or false, it will be depend upon the two separate expressions, that these are the relational expressions as x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 5. Then the next expression is bitwise expression. A bitwise expression is an expression which is used to manipulate the data at a bit level. They are basically used to shift the bits. Now let us see the example. X operator 3, it shifts the 3 bits to left position, whereas y operator 1, it shifts the 1 bit to the right position. Let us move towards the next expressions, that is special assignment expression. Special assignment expressions are the expressions which can be further classified depending upon the value assigned to the variable. Chain expression. Chain expression has the same value assigned to more than one variable by using a single statement. For example, x is equal to y is equal to 10. Now 10 will be assigned to y first and then it will be assigned to x. The same statement can be written as x is equal to, inside the brackets, y is equal to 10. Then the 10 value will be assigned to y first and then it will be assigned to x. Such statements cannot be used to initialize the variables at a runtime at the time of declaration. For example, float x is equal to y is equal to 12.34 is not valid. This is not valid in C++, but if you want to assign the value 12.34 to x variable as well as to the y variable, then you have to write float x is equal to 12.34 separately and float y is equal to 12.34 separately. Then the next special assignment expression is embedded assignment. This assignment expression is enclosed within another assignment expression. For example, x is equal to y is equal to 10, y is equal to 10 is inside the brackets plus 50. Now here y is equal to 10 is an embedded assignment. First the 10 will be assigned to y, and after that whatever the value we will get, that will be added to 50, and then we will get the final value which will be stored in x. The same statement can be written as y is equal to 10 initially and then x will x will get the value as y plus 50. The next special assignment expression is compound assignment. It is also known as shorthand assignment. It is a combination of an assignment operator and binary operator. For example, x is equal to x plus 10 can be written as x plus is equal to 10. Now here the binary operator plus and the assignment operator equal to is used. That's the reason it is called as a shorthand assignment. Now let us see what is type cohesion and typecasting. Integer values and floating point values are stored differently inside the computer memory. For example, int m is equal to 12 is different than float m is equal to 12. The first result in m is equal to 12 and second will result in m is equal to 12.0 and it will be stored as it is in the memory. Compiler inserts extra machine language instruction that first converts 12 into the 12.0 and then stores in the m variable. For example, now here m is equal to 2 plus 5.75 is the valid statement which give us the output as 7.75, but data type are mixed in the expressions. Now C++ converts the values from one data type to another data type automatically. It is known as implicit conversion or type conversion. If you observe the expression m is equal to 2 plus 5.75, the first data type of 2 is integer whereas the data type of 5.75 is float. Then the expression is of mixed data type. Then in that case C++ converts the values from one data type to the another data type automatically, which is known as the implicit conversion of type cohesion. When the operand types differ, compiler converts one of them to match with another using the rule smaller type is converted to the wider type. Now here the integer will be converted into the floating point type. To make the programs clear or error free, a value from one data type to the another data type can be converted explicitly by the programmer, and that is known as explicit typecasting or type conversion. Typecast operator is used for this conversion. For an example, x is equal to float in bracket 3 multiplied by 5 plus 2 by 2 divided by 2. Now whatever the output we will get, that output may be the integer output or that output may be the floating point output. We don't know, but we want that output should be the exact output which will be the floating point output. So in that case we will use the float typecast operator and we will convert our result into the float value, and that is called as a explicit typecasting or type conversion. I hope you have understood the expressions in C++ as well as implicit and explicit type conversion. So we will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.